Hello everyone, my name is Sniping is Fun, and I welcome you back for a very long awaited, haven't done one in a long freaking time, even though I did just recently record a few of them on my PlayStation 4, but still haven't been able to upload them because the internet's running really slow right now. Smash Brothers discussion. I know I haven't done one of these in a long freaking time. And I'm sorry about that, but now I have a few more topics of my own. And then I remember I did ask you that Q&A, you guys all that Q&A a few months ago about various topics to tackle. A few people who did put comments in that YouTube video, I'm going to tackle those comments as subjects for discussions in future ones really soon. But I had to get these few out of the way. In between the ones I could hopefully, the gameplay on the PS4 can upload because I have about 3 or 4 uploaded on there, recorded on there. The internet's going really slow on it for some reason. So there's that. But this one is going to be a very simple topic, and I think I talked about elements of this before, because I know I talked about the future of Smash Brothers in some sort of discussion video. I think it was one of my first Smash discussions earlier this year, was the future of the series. But this time it's going to specifically talk about that said topic, yet, from the perspective of Sakurai as the creator, Sakurai as the producer, Sakurai as the head of the game franchise, running everything, and basically my thoughts on the future of the series after he leaves, the future of the series, when Sakurai finally decides to ever step down, if he ever does. And a lot of people in this topic always say, oh, this franchise is going to die with him, or he's just going to end it and it's done, and he's going to be the one to say it's done. And that could possibly be the case. I could see that. I could really see, Sakurai being... Sorry, just trying to fix my camera here. Sakurai trying, basically Sakurai being like, well, I'm done with the franchise. I don't think I can go any further with it. I don't think I can add any more content to it. I'm going to end it right now. Nintendo, it's done. I'm out. But I also think because of how big of a franchise Smash Brothers is, how much of a how big it is, how much content you could still add to it in multiple different entries in the future, modes, characters, songs, stages, content, anything you could add to Smash Bros. I don't think Smash Bros. Is ever going to truly end because there's always something you could add to it, there's always something you could do with it, and it's too freaking popular, I think, for Nintendo ever to want to end. So I do think, Nintendo's like, well, you're done with it, but we're not. We would like to find someone to follow in your footsteps and take over the franchise, which I don't think Nintendo would specifically do. I think if that ever does happen, Sakurai is going to find someone of his own team, someone he can trust that he believes can pretty much run the franchise like he does. So he's not putting it in the wrong hands where it's just going to ruin the franchise. He knows the franchise will be in proper hands. So I do think, to be fair, Sakurai has always said this is the last Smash Bros. This is the last Smash Bros. Since Brawl. Pretty much Brawl was kind of advertised as the last Smash Bros. Ever. Then Smash Bros. 4 was the last Smash Bros. Ever. Now Ultimate's being presented like the ultimate Smash Bros. There's nowhere to go beyond it. Everyone is here, all characters. But there's always someone to add. And he basically even said himself, if there's any Smash Bros. Games after this, it's going to have to be started over. They won't have as much content, and that's also what fans pretty much and gamers around the world have perceived that too. The future of Smash Brothers is going to be starting over, starting something new, not having as much characters as Ultimate, but starting from a lower standpoint and working its way back up with even more characters, but newer characters, probably filling up the roster or something like that. That's what a lot of people have perceived how Sakurai words his this is the end and this is the ultimate Smash Bros., which is why a lot of people perceive that this is the last Smash Bros. Ever. But I think because of the popularity of the series and the fact that he always had more content to it, I do think, and I said this in my video earlier this year when I talked about the future of the Smash Bros. Series, I don't think Smash Bros. Is ever going to truly end, because ending Smash Bros., like I said in that video, is basically like ending Mario or Pokemon or Fire Emblem or The Legend of Zelda or Star Fox or Pikmin or Animal Crossing, some of these Donkey Kong, Kirby, some of these big Nintendo franchises, first and second party. It is one of the biggest franchises on Nintendo right now. We get one every single generation. On the N64 generation and the 5th generation, we got the original. 6th generation, Melee. 7th generation, we got Brawl. 8th generation, we got 4. And then 9th generation, now currently this generation with the Switch, the PS5, and the Series X, we have Smash Bros. Ultimate. Once Nintendo jumps onto 10th gen, everything goes to 10th gen. Then we'll figure out, and that's good, probably a good 4 years, 5 years for that, and then probably good through 2, 3 more on top of that for the next Smash Brothers, given that Sakurai should get rest. I do think he should get rest. He's working himself to death to the point where it's affecting his health. Dude, you need a little bit of rest after you finish this game before you ever start another Smash Bros. If you ever do, or find someone to do for you. But seriously though, the next generation, when Nintendo jumps to the next generation and Sony and Microsoft jump to the next generation, we'll be seeing the next game. So we do have some time. So once they finish these DLC characters off, and maybe we can get a third Fighters Pass, maybe, then Sakurai can figure it out then. Right now, he doesn't need to worry about it. By the time it would be a new Smash Brothers game, then he should probably worry about it. But yes, there's people on both sides of the spectrum. People that think the franchise should end with Sakurai, since he is the main creator of the franchise, but there's people that want it to continue, and eventually he's going to have to find a successor, which is kind of like what Shigeru Miyamoto is doing. He's kind of working himself out developing for Nintendo and finding these younger developers to take on all these franchises and whatnot. Like, he's not like really, he heads games, he looks over them, but he doesn't really develop them and work on them that much anymore, if you get what I mean. Sakurai could even do that where he's watching over these new people working on Smash Bros., but not get in as involved as he is now. So it all depends on how he wants to continue the series. But there's also people thinking that Smash Ultimate needs to be or should be the last game because it is Ultimate, even though it's technically special in Japan. So it's not, the Ultimate moniker is only here in America and over in Europe and whatnot. It's not in Japan. But and there's also a lot of other fans, and a lot of other gamers are like, well, no, this isn't going to be the last Smash Bros. There's always going to be a new Smash Bros., which I fall in that camp. But like I said, I don't think the series is going to end with Sakurai. I do think it's going to continue after it, but it depends on if he truly wants to get rest and move on and have the franchise taken into the hands by someone else, or if he's just going to die with the franchise and Nintendo's going to just find someone else after that, and he's just going to keep working on all these games till the day he dies. And he's like literally how old now? Like 60 something? He's in his 50s right now. He's almost 60. He's getting up there just like freaking Aonuma and, Miyamoto and all that stuff. He's one of the older creators in the realm of Nintendo directors, producers, creators, and whatnot. Like, I would hope that doesn't happen. I would hope by some point he can get some rest at the end of his life, work on some other games in between, just doing Smash Brothers, and have someone else succeed him and just watch over the game development. But since he's such a perfectionist, he's probably going to want to keep working on the franchise to the day he dies. And that'd also be kind of cool to see Smash Bros. Continue under his realm for a long, long time. But then that'll be sad that he has to go out like that and he can't, see the franchise prosper after him like Miyamoto is right now. And a lot of other game developers are seeing their franchises that they originally created taken in their hands by other people, whether or not they had a choice in the matter or otherwise. Kojima. So it's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of thing. I think there is a future of the series after Sakurai. The only thing is, what is that going to entail? If he doesn't have a full say in it, what would these new creators have and say, like in terms of what kind of characters they represent, what kind of modes they add, what kind of things they do to the game, whether or not it's going to be similar to Sakurai or something like totally different, which could piss off fans and could also be like, well, this is what the franchise always needed, stuff like that. So it's all weird in that regard. It's all like, or, if he can still manage the games, like kind of like Miyamoto looking over the younger developers and whatnot and be involved with that. I have no idea. But like I said, I do think there's a future of the series after Sakurai. He probably has maybe one more game left in him after Ultimate, which Smash 6 should wait a little bit longer. Like Nintendo's 10th gen system will probably be out 2024. So I'd say about 2026 to 2027 we'll probably won't not be seeing, a new Smash Bros. To then. So that's a good 7-ish years, 7 years from now, and about 5-6 years from the end of Ultimate next year. So yes, it all depends. I do think there's a future of the series after it, and that's about it. Whatever the heck happens, who does it and how Nintendo decides upon it or Sakurai decides upon it is going to be up to the future, depending on if he wants to step down and look for someone else, follow in Miyamoto's footsteps and look over development, totally walk out of it and maybe just work on other games while someone else just takes over Smash Bros. So he can have maybe an easier end of his career in game development. or whatever, or he just keeps working on it to the day he dies. And then that's just going to be sad that they move on to someone else and he doesn't have a chance to get to see his franchise after the fact, after he steps down. I do think there's a future of the series. Smash Brothers is not a franchise that's going to go anywhere. There's always something more you could add to it. And I don't even just mean characters and music and stages. Like, there's modes. You could do different perspectives, maybe like a 3D mode or something. More Smash people, different types of modes than just knocking people off the stage, besides just stamina mode and everything. There's a lot in story modes. Maybe a full cinematic story mode like Subspace Emissary, but with voice acting. I don't know. There's so much more you can, I think, expand upon a crossover like Nintendo and other gaming big all-stars, new and old, popular and not as popular, and small, whatever the heck else you could add to that series. So I do think there is a future of the series after Sakurai. Whether or not he has control over that or not, or if Nintendo decides that or not, is to be decided in the future, because I really don't know. So I think he's such a perfectionist. It depends on how he wants to go out. Does he want to go out letting someone else run his franchise? Or does he want to go out with his franchise? Or does he want to go out looking over his franchise but not having as much control? Which I think that's going to be the case. He probably has one more in him, especially because he's it's such affecting his health right now. He probably has one more in him, Smash 6, and then he's going to step down and watch over new creators run the franchise Smash 7 onward, while he's going to be playing a Miyamoto role. And then we'll see how they affect the Smash Bros. Series going forward. But yeah, put in the comment section what you guys think. You guys think there's a future of Smash Bros. After Sakurai? Or do you think it's going to be like his straight-up franchise and he'll choose to end it? Do you think Nintendo would want him to end it? Do you think Nintendo will even allow him to end it? Since how much money they make with that franchise is pretty much one of Nintendo's most popular franchises, alongside Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario. Right up there with the Fire Emblem and Donkey Kong and Kirby. So it's pretty much up there. And Xenoblade, and Pikmin, and Animal Crossing, and all that stuff. So I do think there's a future. But in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think there's a future or whatnot? Decide down there. We can discuss it down there. My name is Tiger1. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day, and stay tuned for more Smash discussions and other videos coming in the new year. Sorry I haven't done a whole lot of videos lately. Work has been hell. I even stated that in my first PS4 video, jumping back and doing a Smash discussion. It's been crazy these last few months. So expect more Smash videos and other videos coming in the coming days, weeks, months, into the next year and whatnot. I have a lot of videos planned. I've stated that a long time. This year has just been insane. And I'll see y'all later in the next video. Bye, everyone.